welcome to our practice today. We are going to be exploring our back and finding ways to kind of release that. A lot of the time we carry tension and stress in our backs. We're hunching over a lot from sitting at our desks or driving in a car. So I'm going to give you a really lovely practice that will help you breathe and open that up so that you can sit upright again and release some of that tension. So here we go. We're going to start on our backs in reclined bound angle pose, or if you want to get fancy, Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet come together, the knees will splay apart. If this bothers your inner thighs or your hips, feel free to place blocks or pillows under your knees to help support you. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your stomach. Close those eyes and let's just ground down before we get started on this flow. Let the body relax. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Two more times, even bigger breath, inhale. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Biggest breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, let it go, relax. Good, now start breathing in through your nose and out through your nose as best you can. Relax, releasing any tension. So I want you to do a scan from the crown of the head all the way down to your toes and any areas of tension that you may find. Let them go, release them, let the body relax. Forehead, jaw, shoulders, elbows, neck. Maybe your hands are tight against your body. Relax your stomach, your hips, your thighs, your knees, calves or shins, ankles and feet. Grounding down for a few more breaths. Good. Then from here, take your hands, bring them to the outsides of your thigh. Gently push the legs in. Plant the feet down on your mat, making any adjustments that you need. So we're going to try to get our back flat against the mat. We don't want to be arched here. We want to be nice and flat. So gently activate your core. We're going to do a half happy baby. So peace fingers to the big toe. You can also feel free to grab the outside blade of the feet, the ankle, wherever you can grab. If you have a strap, you can use that. Other hand is grounded down for support. We are going to pull the knee down gently into the right armpit. Foot is pushing against the fingers. Fingers are pulling against the foot, right? Equal and opposite here. Gently opening that hip. Each breath, inhaling, creating space, and as you exhale, allow your body to fill that space. One more breath. Good, and then we're gonna extend the leg up to the sky or the ceiling. And again, if you wanna use a strap, you can switch your grip to somewhere else on your leg. Whatever works for you. This is your practice, remember. Do what works for your body, your anatomy. Letting that hamstring open. A gentle bend to the knee is perfectly fine. Take some of the pressure off that hamstring, but still allow yourself to feel it. One more breath. And then we're gonna open the leg up to the side, right? So let that leg open up. Again, adjusting where need be. I like to reach my opposite arm out. So right leg is out, left arm is out, balancing the body. And just letting the leg open. Gentle tension, gentle resistance is a better way to say it. Good, and then we're gonna bring the leg all the way back up, down into the armpit, so we're reversing our direction. Good, and then release it back down to the mat. Just windshield wiper those knees back and forth. Good, and then bringing it back to center. Let's do the other side. So we're gonna take our left peace fingers, bring it to our left toes. Knee pulls down into your armpit. Foot is pushing into the fingers. Fingers are pulling on the foot. Back is flat to your mat. Inhale, create space. Exhale, allow yourself to fall into that space. Gentle resistance. One more breath. Good, and let's extend that leg up. Remember, adjusting your grip as needed. Also, again, a gentle bend to the knee is perfectly fine if that's your practice. And we're not trying to crank this leg all the way up. We are just gently opening that hamstring. We haven't done much of our practice yet. One more breath. And then we're gonna go to the outside. Left leg falls to the outside. I like to pull that right arm out. Remember, opposites. Let the leg open, let the hip open, relax into this pose. Breathing. One more breath. Beautiful. Let's reverse it. We're gonna bring it back all the way up to the top. Get into that hamstring. Now we're gonna bend the knee, getting into the hip. Good, and then release the foot back down to the mat. Windshield wiper. Good. Bringing it back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Tuck the chin in if you would like. Good. Then we're gonna extend the left leg out long. Keep the right knee into the armpit. And then you're gonna take your left hand, grab the right knee, crisscross it over the body. Looking either at the ceiling or put that right hand out to the side. You can look at the right hand. Trying either to get the shoulder or the knee to the ground. Gently pulling the belly in. Keep extending through that bottom leg. Long spine. Relax. Gently assisting with that left hand to the knee. Belly is gently pulled back, creating space and activation for this twist. One more breath. And bringing it back to center. Hug both knees into the chest. Big inhale. Exhale, compress. Let's do the opposite side. Right leg goes out long, left knee pulls into the armpit. Right hand to left knee, crisscross it over the body. Left arm goes out to the side, looking either at the ceiling or out at the left hand. Pull the knee down gently or let the shoulder sink down. Either way, we're extending through that bottom foot and the crown of the head. Belly is pulled in gently. And relax. Enjoy the twist. Enjoy the decompression. Enjoy your breath, relaxation. Beautiful. Let's bring it back to center. Hug both knees into the chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, compress. Good. And I like to tuck the chin in the chest. Just give myself a little rock here. Perfect. Bringing it back down to center. Let's plant down the left foot, crisscross over the right ankle over the thigh, flex the foot. Right hand, push it into that leg. Get yourself a stretch here in that outer hip. This is good for your low back. If you would like, if you have a block, you can use it to push that knee away if you can't quite reach your leg yet. And again, see my back is up here. I want you to take your back and push it down into the ground and then push the knee open. You'll notice that the point where you feel it in that hip changes just slightly. Good. Now we're gonna take our left leg, bring it to 90 degrees. Both feet are flexed. Hands are gonna grab behind that left thigh. Gently pull the legs towards the chest. If your right elbow happens to reach your thigh, you can feel free to push into it. Again, you'll feel that stretch in that right hip. Same spot, just slightly different. Right, we're exploring the hip. Again, inhale, create space. Exhale. Move your physical body into that space. Micro adjustments. Gently release, bringing everything back to 90. Arms go out, make a T. Let the legs fall off to the left. Take your left hand, if you would like, push it away and get that knee to open, the hip to open, looking either at the ceiling or the right hand. One more breath. Wonderful. Let's release that, bringing everything back to center. Uncross the legs, just windshield wiper, bringing everything back to regular, to neutral. Left leg crisscrosses over, flex the foot. Take your left hand, push that leg away, flatten the back out against your mat. Few breaths here. Good, then we're gonna pick up the right leg, flex the foot, same thing, hands grab behind the thigh, pull it towards the chest. If that elbow happens to reach the left thigh, you can push against it, create some more resistance to allow the hip to open. Inhale, exhale, relax and release. Gentle smile on your face. Tells your body and your nervous system that you are okay. Good. Release everything back to 90 degrees. Arms go out, make that T. Legs fall off to the right this time. Right hand pushes that left knee away if you would like, optional. Just gonna get into that left outer hip a little bit more. You can look at the ceiling or out at the left hand. Breathe, relax. One side will most likely be a little bit tighter than the other. That's completely normal. One more breath. Fabulous. All right, bring everything back to center. Windshield wiper. Good. Hug those knees into your chest really briefly, then bring it to 90 degrees. Find your T. Legs fall off to the right. Just gentle here. Right hand goes to the knees and try to get the shoulders down, right? So we're giving ourselves a little assist here. Big breath. Only 3 breaths here. There's 2. One more. Inhale. Exhale, relax completely into it. Ooh, fabulous. Bringing it back to center. Hug briefly. Good. And bring it back out 90 degrees. Legs fall to the left this time. Left hand to the knees. Shoulder opens up. Big inhales and exhales. 3 breaths. Noticing the spine starting to release, noticing the tension starting to fade away. Last breath. Good. All right, let's bring it back to center. Hug those knees in, tuck the chin into the chest. We're gonna rock ourselves 1, 2, 3 times, crisscross over those legs, finding your way into a tabletop position. Stack those shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Let's do some cat-cows. Inhale, bring the heart through. Exhale, press the ground away and round. Tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale, bring the heart through. Really feeling every vertebra move here. Nice and slow, intentional movements. Exhale. Inhale, bringing the heart through. And exhale, press the ground away and round. Beautiful, bring it back to center. Now we still want to activate the core a little bit here, so let's do some bear planks. Tuck the toes under, hover the knees just slightly off of the ground, pull the belly in, push the earth away, right? Nice and strong here. Let's tap our right knee to our right elbow, optional here, or you can just hold this. Left knee, left elbow, right knee, right wrist, left knee, left wrist, right knee, right armpit, left knee, left armpit. Hold, again, totally optional to do the knee work, just holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, open up those armpits, press it back, extend the legs, and now we're in our down dog. So we're gonna take that down dog, you're gonna pedal out your heels. Relax the neck, you're gonna shake it no, shake it yes. Trying to get the armpits open. I'd rather have you have bent knees and open arms than be hoisted over your shoulders like this, okay? All right, so from here, push it back. Fingers spread nice and wide. Few breaths in this down dog. Now explore this down dog, right? Pedal it out. Maybe you shake the hips. Big inhale. Exhale, push the ground away even more. Big inhale. Exhale, find some space. One more time, big breath in. Exhale. Beautiful. Let's shift our weight forward, finding our way into a high plank. Tuck the hips under nice and long, making any adjustments that you need here. Hold your plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're gonna go down into Sphinx pose. So lower down the knees, finding your way down to the mat. Bring those elbows right underneath your shoulders. Squeeze those legs together. Activate the toes, pointing, not squeezing, just pointing. Now we're gonna push down through the elbows, shoulders push back, keep space between the ear and the shoulder, hands grabbing onto the mat, pulling the heart through. Big breaths. This is one of my favorite poses for when my back is very tight. 2 more breaths. We're holding this for 5 breaths total. Last breath, big inhale. Exhale, allow yourself to go a little deeper. Good. All right, take those hands, bring them under your shoulders. Push yourself back into your cat-cows. 3 more cat-cows. Inhaling up. Exhale, press the ground away and round. Inhale up. Exhale, press the ground away and round. Last one. Inhaling up. And exhale, press the ground away and round. Good. Bringing it back to neutral. Let's extend the right leg long behind us. Take a deep breath in. Create lots of space. Exhale, pull the knee into the tummy, into the chest, into the chin, and then place the foot down between the hands. We're gonna come all the way up, find a low lunge. Let those hips sink through, reaching high to the sky. Now, if this is a lot on your back leg, you're gonna push a little bit down into the top of the foot. That'll kind of release some of the pressure on that knee. Breathing here. Good, let's take our left hand, bring it down to the mat, use a block if needed, and you're gonna push your right knee out to the side. Allow it to fall into the outside blade of the foot. Option here, bring that knee back. You're gonna bend your back leg, reach the right arm, grab the inside blade of the foot, pull that knee, or pull your foot into your butt and lean into the hips. Nice quad stretch here. Breathing in here. Another option, let that knee fall open again. Let the back leg fall open the opposite direction. Push the chest through. Find a big twist here. Always can stay in that low lunge, perfectly fine. Good, bringing it back to center, releasing everything down. Let's take the hands down, frame the foot, bring it all the way back to our tabletop position. Let's do 1 cat-cow here, inhaling up. Exhale, press it away and round, slow and intentional. Back to center, inhale, extend the left leg nice and long. Exhale, knee pulls in through the stomach, in through the chest, bring it to the chin, place it down between the hands, reaching it all the way up for a low lunge. Let the hips sink forward, finding lots of stretch into this lunge. Again, pressing down in the top of the back foot, big stretch up. A few breaths here. Find your way into the pose. Good, and then we're gonna take our right hand, bring it down on the inside of the foot. Left hand, left knee, push it out to the side. Let the foot fall and open up onto the outside blade. This is optional. You can stay just in that low lunge. Also an option to have a block under your hand. Now, what you can also do is bring that knee back to center, bend the back right leg, left hand reaches around, grab the inside of the foot, pull the foot into the butt. Let the hips continue to sink forward. Big quad and hip flexor stretch here. If you want to go a little further, let that front knee open up. Let the back leg open up. Push the ground away. Let the shoulder rotate open. And stretch and breathe. Good, bringing everything back to center no matter where you are. Frame the foot, let's bring it back down to your down dog. Inhaling up, or tabletop. Exhale, press the ground away and round. Good, bringing it back to center. All right, let's tuck those toes under, extend the hips all the way up to the sky. Inhale, right leg rises high on the left toes. Snake your knee all the way through, round, 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 round. Bring the left knee to the left armpit, down to the wrist, and open the leg up. We're finding our way into pigeon pose. If you would like, you can put a block underneath your right hip to help you find space here. Bring the earth to you, right? No shame in the block game, no shame at all. Extend the back leg long behind you. Inhale. Lift the heart, find length. Exhale, fold it forward. You can choose to cross the arms in front, or you can reach it out. Keep flexing that front foot and keep extending through the back leg. Keeping the hips as square as possible and finding that beautiful balance between activation and relaxation. One more breath here. Exhale. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press the earth away. Tuck the back toes under. Extend that right leg all the way up to the sky. Give it a big stretch. And then bring it back down to your mat, back down into your down dog. Inhale, left leg rises high on the right toes. Snake that knee all the way through. Left knee into your armpit, down to the wrist, and then open the leg up, finding your way into pigeon pose. There's a million ways to get into pigeon pose. I just really like that one. And it's understood of how to get there. At least that's what my students have told me. So from here, extend that back leg long, push down to that front leg. Again, put a block under your left hip this time if need be. Lift tall, finding length. Exhale, fold over the leg. Flex the foot. Relax into the hands or reach them long. Inhale. And relax, exhale. We're holding this for 5 breaths. So we have 3 more to go. Each breath, a micro adjustment either to your physical space or your mental space. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Hands come back underneath those shoulders. Lift the heart, tuck the back toes under. Extend the leg nice and long, big stretch. Good. Toes come down to the mat. And you're gonna tiptoe your feet all the way up to the front of your mat. And then sit yourself down into an easy seated pose. I'm gonna face you, but you can continue to face the front of your mat if you would like. It's a nice easy seat here. Inhale, reach the arms up, big stretch through the fingers. Exhale, cactus the arms down. Inhale, lifting it up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up, exhale, look to the right. Left hand goes to the knee, right hand goes behind you. I like to tent the fingers and gently twist, looking over the back shoulder. Tall through the spine. You can put a block behind you to help you with this twist, to help you push into the ground. One more breath. Good. Gently release, bringing it back to center. I want you to take your legs, crisscross them the other direction. Feels a little weird, right? It's okay. You'll survive. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus, lift the heart, elbows pulled down. Beautiful, lift the heart. And then exhale, look to the left. Right hand to the knee, left hand behind you, sitting up nice and tall, gently pushing on the knee, helping with the twist. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, as much space as possible in the body and in your energy. Good, one more breath. Bringing it back to center. Wonderful job. All right, so from here, I'm gonna face the way that you're facing now. You're gonna fold over those legs. Bring your big toes together. Spread those knees apart. Reach long across your mat. Down into child's pose. Pace that forehead down. Let yourself sink in. Torso releases between the thighs. And just be here. I don't want you to try in this child's pose right now. I just want you to relax into it. Take a deep breath. Exhale out the mouth. Let everything go. Good. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Left hand goes over right, looking under that right armpit. Big stretch through that left side. Reach, reach, reach. And then a slight, ever so slight shift of the hips to the left. You should feel a big stretch from the hip to your pinky. Inhale. Opening up that rib cage. Exhale. Sinking down into it. One more time. Big breath. Exhale. Good. Let's walk it back to center. We're going to do what I call mini cat-cows. I've done these on another video. But what we're going to do here, not moving our hips from our heels or our hands from the ground. We're going to inhale, tuck the chin, round the spine as much as we can here. And exhale, let the heart sink through again. Inhale, round. Exhale, let it fall through. Inhale, round like waves in the ocean, but small. Exhale, releasing it down. Let's go over to the left side of our mat. Right hand over left, looking underneath that left armpit. Big stretch of that right arm all the way through, big reach. And then we're going to shift the weight of the hips slightly to the right. Get a nice stretch from the pinky to the hip. Inhale. Relax, exhale, release the pressure in the stomach, in the hips, inhale. Open that rib cage, exhale. Fantastic. And then walk yourself back to center. Let's do 3 more mini cat-cows. Inhale, round. Exhale, release. Inhale, round. Exhale, release. And then inhale, round. Exhale, release. Beautiful. From here, we're going to find our way all the way back up. Do that fancy yoga swoop. Get those legs around in front of you. And we're going to create full circle. Go back to what we started with, our Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of those feet together. Hands are going to come together. We'll bring them underneath the soles of the feet, opening the knees from the hip joint, making sure you have space between the feet and the pelvis. Big breath in, exhale, pull the belly in round, trying to get the crown of the head to the soles of the feet. Open up that spine. Elbows are out to the sides. Good. Gently release. And then we're going to allow ourselves to fall all the way back down to the mat. We're going to lay in our Supta Baddha Konasana, a reclined bound angle pose. Soles of the feet together, knees splay apart, one hand on your heart, one hand on your stomach. Let's take a minute here. Release. This is our Shavasana for this class, this practice. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Melt down into your mat. And for the next minute, just be. out the mouth. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a big, long stretch. Inhale. Stretch that body out long, and then exhale, roll to whichever side feels most comfortable into your fetal position. Find some grounding. Take a few moments here. And then when you're ready, gently press yourself up into that comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed if you can. Inhale, reach to the sky, big breath in, pull all that acceptance, gratitude, and love, and then bring it down to your heart center, right where it belongs, where I thank you for joining me for practice today, and I do hope your back feels better, and I hope you'll join me for another practice. Thank you so much. Namaste.